Let's take a look at examples 5 through 8. And again, we're going to determine if we have enough information to justify if the two triangles are congruent. So in example number 5, notice how I have a side and a side marked. Well, you have to have 3 facts. So do I have enough information? Do I have a third fact? Well, I do have enough information to mark these angles and say that they're congruent because in this picture I have vertical angles. And we know that vertical angles are congruent. So these two triangles are congruent because we have a side, an angle, and a side. So they are congruent by side, angle, side congruency. In example 6, notice how I have marked an angle, a side, and a side. An angle, side, side. Well, if you remember, I am not allowed to have angle, side, side congruency. I've spelled a bad word. So that is not possible. So these two triangles are not congruent to each other. It's simply not possible because we do not have enough information to justify these two triangles being congruent. In example 7, again, we have 2 things marked. We have to have 3. So do I have a third fact? And the answer is yes, I do. I can again mark that those 2 angles are congruent to each other because I know that vertical angles are congruent. And so now, what 3 facts do I have to justify that these 2 triangles are congruent? I have an angle, and a side. So these 2 triangles are congruent by angle, angle, side congruency. And in example number 8, I have a side and an angle. I have to have 3 facts. Well, again, notice how these 2 triangles are stuck together and share this common side, which is called our reflexive property. So now I have another side. So in this picture, I have 2 triangles that are congruent by a side, the included angle, and the side. So these 2 triangles are congruent by side, angle, side congruency.